Let's talk about noun clauses. Sometimes a clause, remember a clause has some kind of an introductory word, but then there is a subject and a verb, but it's not the main sentence. It's functioning either as an adjective, as an adverb, as we've already talked about, or in this case as a noun. Now remember, nouns can be the subject of a sentence. A noun could come as a direct object, all kinds of things. I'm going to show you on page 20 of our handbook here. We have two sentences here. Whoever left the door open must close it. And so here it's the whoever left the door open is functioning as the subject. And so we have must close it, and then where the subject would be, we put this little pedestal. And we kind of lift up this whole clause up here. Whoever left door. And then notice the, and then open describes how it was left. It was left open, so it's an adverb. But that whole clause is being elevated above the position that that noun occupies, which is the subject. In this sentence down here, I noticed, and then this whole clause, that you close the door. So that whole clause is the direct object. So in this sentence, we have I noticed, and then we have the straight line to indicate we have a direct object. Then notice that right above it, we have elevated this clause. You closed the door, okay? So that's what's functioning, that's what he noticed. I noticed you closed the door. But look what happens with the word that. It's not part of the sentence structure in this case, so it's on a dotted line and it's elevated up above. So, and it kind of describes over here that introductory word. So sometimes the introductory word functions as a part of the clause. If it doesn't, then we put it up above and we put the clause elevated so that it shows what part of speech it's functioning in. Now, I chose this sentence for us to talk about because it seems like I'm always having to help students with this one. And then the score key gets confusing in the way they picture it, that maybe leads students a little bit astray. So stick with me here, all right? Let's talk our way through this one. This place of ministry was, okay? So of ministry was where he became a hero. So of the faith. Mr. Saint, so that's a noun. Became is a linking verb. Here's another noun. Here's the subject, place, was. And then this whole clause, where Mr. Saint became a hero of the faith, becomes the noun clause, which is going to function as the, not the direct object, but technically the predicate nominative. Because remember, anytime we have a linking verb, absolutely positively, the noun that comes after it is a predicate nominative. So let me get my blue marker. Oh, here it is behind me. And this time, instead of starting up here, because I need to have this clause up here, so I'm going to start lower with the main sentence. And we'll say place was, okay. Now up here, we want to say Mr. Saint became a hero of the, whoops, I did that wrong. You probably caught that as soon as I did it. Of the faith. Okay, everybody cool so far? You understand that? Place was, now because this is was, we've got to do a slanty line. Place, so we'll put this place of ministry, because of ministry is describing place. And this describes, okay, place was, now we have Mr. Saint became a hero of the faith. What do we do with the word where? What do we do with where? And then how do we link these two together? So, first of all, well, I'm not sure which one we want to do first. Let's talk about the word where. In this case, where answers the question, where, which means it is an adverb. So we're going to put the word where under the word became. I know that seems kind of weird. Where Mr. Saint became a hero. Okay, so it's answering the question where, so it goes as an adverb. Now, this whole thing, this whole clause here, acts as a noun. Notice what part of speech. How is it acting? Right here. So we draw a line up, and it does not matter where it connects, okay? We're elevating this whole clause. So this whole line, you can connect it anywhere down to, it has to come after this line here. So it's acting as the predicate nominative, because it's coming after a linking verb. So this whole clause acts as a noun, the predicate nominative for this sentence. Now, I will tell you that in the score key, it looks like the word where is connecting to this line. And that is an unfortunate accident in the typesetting of the score key. So where actually is just attached to the word became. It's not connecting these two. You got it? The only thing connecting it is the pedestal, and it can go to any word. So when we talked about adverb and adjective clauses, it was very important that the line connect maybe verb to verb, or connect a clause to a noun. If it's acting as an adjective, it had to connect very specifically to a word. Here, as long as it's on a pedestal, it doesn't matter where you connect it. All right, hopefully that clarifies it a little bit. This gets kind of complex, all right, kind of confusing. If you get stuck, hopefully your supervisor, monitor, parent, whoever's helping you will be able to look at the score key and see if you actually did it correct.